Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with random reviews from you-know-where, the Overflow Room. I think I've got enough random reviews to last for like the next 50 years or so, but anyway, we're still working on Janáček as we go backwards through the alphabet. We're getting there. We're really getting there. We've done what? About, this is, I think, number 13 out of, I think we'll have, well, probably around 20 Janáček episodes, something like that, which is incredible considering how little music most people think he wrote. Well, there's more than you think. And it's been coupled and presented in various fascinating and really kind of nifty ways. So, yeah, I mean, there's no reason to quit. I don't see any, do you? Here we are. You ready? Okay, a double-decker. It's London. This is even before Decca existed. The Sinfonietta and Taras Bulba with the Vienna Phil and Mackerras. Classic performances, those. I'm not as fond of them as I am of other Mackerras' Janáček stuff, which we will get to momentarily, so don't fear. And let's see. The Lachian Dances with the London Phil under Francois Huybrechts. Not a very exciting performance of that. The Suite for String Orchestra with the LA Chamber Orchestra, Neville Mariner. Well, that's a very good performance of a somewhat bland and uncharacteristic work. I mean, it's attractive. It's nice. But if you're looking for like Janáček, it's early. It's not that. Melody, the Wind Sextet. Well, that's marvelous. And the Capriccio and Concertino with Paul Crosley and the London Sinfonietta under David Atherton. It's kind of a mixed bag because you could do better in most of this stuff, even the Mackerras works. I mean, the Vienna Phil plays very, very well for him. He always got them to play well, but the performances are a touch heavy, and the digital recording was a little bit glary, but, they're still pretty good. I mean, of course, it's, Mackerras, so what do you expect? So there's that. Then we've got this wonderful, this is terrific. This is José Serebrier doing Janáček, which he did really, really well. He did 2 discs of Janáček stuff. This has opera suites and things. The Cunning Little Vixen Suite, really beautifully done. With the Czech State Philharmonic of Brno, the Janáček's own orchestra, the Jealousy Overture, which was the original overture to the opera Jennifer, the Prelude From the House of the Dead, and a symphonic suite by Serebrier himself, taken from the opera, The Macropolis Case, and very well made. I mean, Serebrier, as you know, is a first-class composer in his own right. So this is great. It's on reference recordings. It sounds like dynamite. It's just fantastic. And then there's another disc that has the Sinfonietta and Taras Bulba and stuff like that, which you should also have. They're really, really fine performances. Just take no prisoners, vivid performances. So this is great. That's fun and different. Then here is the Janáček Mackerras thing you should have. Now, this particular 2 CD set was boxed up by Supraphon in all of, they have a sort of 2 boxes, like 5 discs and 6 discs of all the recordings they made with Mackerras, Dvorak, Smetana, Martinu, and Janáček. And this stuff is in there. So you can get it that way. It's called A Life with Czech Music. I think it's a series of 2 box sets. But here is what was in there from Janáček, and these are the ones to get. You've got the Jealousy Overture, of course, what we just talked about. The Suite from the Cunning Little Vixen, revised by Mackerras. It was originally done by Talich and reorchestrated pretty substantially. And other people, Václav Smetacek and Mackerras, have gotten their hands on it and rediddled it. And this is one of the rediddled versions. The Overture to Sharka, Janáček's very first opera, which sounds a little bit, generic Czech, but it's nice to listen to. Taras Bulba, the overture and interludes from Katja Kabanova. The interludes were discovered by Mackerras. They're quite brief, but they're fun to listen to. Schluck und Jau, the incidental music, which is just marvelous. 2 exciting, fun-packed movements. And then the Sinfonietta, in a performance that just has that much more energy than the Decca recordings with the Vienna Phil that we just talked about. And more to the point, that kind of lean edgy sonority that Janáček's music just has to have. So these are all with the Czech Philharmonic, and they are fantastic. Live recordings, actually, recorded in 2004, but in very, very good sound. And if you want Mackerras' Janáček orchestral music at its best, this Supraphon stuff is what you need to have. So keep that in mind. That's a spare copy. I think I have like 20 of those somewhere. So there's that. Then we got, what's this? The Sinfonietta and the Lachian Dances with the Czech Army Central Band under Vladimir Volek. Yeah, as in band arrangements. They're just called Lach dances because it's military. It's more curt, clipped. Volek is a strange conductor. You know, sometimes he's very good, sometimes he's totally metronomic. But these are just curiosities. Let's face it. But interesting curiosities. It's on the Clarton label, and I have no idea if this still exists. None whatsoever, and I'm not sweating the details there. And, oh, yes. Then we've got a Bretislav Bakala with the Brno Radio Symphony Orchestra on Panton. Again, Bakala, remember we talked about his Sinfonietta and Glagolitic Mass already. And these are historical recordings. Amaros is with the Moravian Academic Choral Society and the Vach Moravian Teachers Female Chorus with the Brno Radio Symphony Orchestra. And you get Taras Bulba and the Sinfonietta. And these are very authentic. You know, sonically, well, they're mono, obviously. This is on Panton, and you'll probably never hear it again, like I said. I don't know. You don't know what will happen if someone gets their hands on the Czech radio archives and reissues this. But this is historical Janáček. It's important for Janáčekians or Janáčekniks or whatever you want to call them. You got to have that. And then, last but not least, what is this? Oh, this was a fun Glagolitic Mass, too. Look, it's just the Glagolitic Mass with the Slovak Philharmonic under Ladislav Slovak. It's the Slovak doing Slovak by Slovak. It has lots of Slovakitude with Magdalena Hayosyova and Victoria Stratsenska and Willem Pribble. Willem Pribble, you know, the tenor who does this all the time. Richard Novak, the bass, who does this all the time. And it's a very good performance. That's all that's here. It's the chorus of the Slovak National Theatre Opera House in Bratislava. And by the time you get the title of the chorus out, the work's already over. This is on Opus, which was the label of Slovakia for like 15 minutes. There were some interesting things on Opus. There were, this being one of them. So, can't have too many Glagolitic Masses. Every one of them sounds so different from all the others. The only really awful one I ever heard was Simon Rattle's. Everyone else has something to offer in the piece. So there you have it. A good pile of Janáček, and there is more to come. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.